How to find off-market properties for sale. Do you want deals without bidding wars? I'm going to find you exactly how to find off-market deals that are not listed on the open market. If everyone is fighting over MLS deals, then off-market is where your competitive advantage comes alive. In this video, I'm going to break down our best strategies for finding off-market properties without a huge marketing budget. In this video, you're going to learn practical, repeatable methods to find motivated sellers and lock up great off-market deals. Look, I started from scratch. My wife and I found our first deal by employing the local mail carrier, which I'll get to in just a minute. But we had to go out and grind to build our company. Our company now has done well over 1,200 deals over the last 15 plus years. And we live on the beach in Florida while our company operates in upstate New York, and we've elevated to the point where now we have a big full marketing budget of around $60,000 or $70,000 a month, including a lot of TV ads, radio ads. We've been on billboards, we do direct mail, we do PPC, we do SEO, we have our website, our online track, and everything else that we do. It's a full marketing budget. Now, we do 100 deals a year, so we're required to have a bigger budget to do that. You do not need that to start. I'm telling you that because I started from the ground up, and you can go as big as you want to go if you just take some of the advice I'm going to give you here today. Number one, you want to find those off-market motivated sellers. You don't want to be competing with people on the MLS. That's not where the deals are. So let's focus right now in this video on how you can find great off-market deals for yourself. Now I'm going to take you through ways that don't cost any money and some that cost a little bit of money to get you started. Just depends on what your appetite is for investing in your business. Look, one of the most important things you can do is go driving for dollars. When you drive home from certain places that you have this robotic, monotonous way that you drive, the same way from work, the same way to church, the same way taking your kids to school, or whatever it is that you do every day or every week, you have a certain path that you take. Here's my advice: take a different path. Don't come home the same way. Get lost in a neighborhood, drive down a different street, get to know neighborhoods and areas that you don't know, and I want you to be looking for some very key things. Here's the key indicators I want you to look for. Do you see any houses where there's notices taped to the door and the house looks vacant? How does it look vacant, Glenn? Because the lawn is overgrown. Because if you're in the north or the northeast or the northwest and all of a sudden you see snow on the ground in the wintertime and it's not being shoveled, that's an obvious sign that that house is vacant. Look at the house and see if it looks like it needs repairs. Is the roof coming off? Is the porch falling down? Is there a broken window? What do you see there? While you're driving around, Google local code enforcement. Stop and introduce yourself and say, I'm a real estate investor in the area. Even if you're not, you should be in your mind even before you close your first deal and say, look, I'm looking for a house that might be run down. Do you know any you can lead me to? Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. It just depends on what they're willing to share. And sometimes they're like, oh, I wish you could look at that house over on Maple Street. That thing needs a lot of work. Bing, 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 bing. That's what you want to find. So what do? Get out and talk to the neighbor. This might put you out of your comfort zone, but then again, if you want to make uncommon money, you have to do uncommon things. Get out and talk to a neighbor. Here's some very simple advice. When you get out, step off of their porch. Do not get right in their face and be aggressive like that. You want to step off the porch, ring the doorbell and say, hey, I'm a real estate investor in here. I make homes look beautiful. I know this one looks like it needs some work. Do you know anything about the home? You'd be amazed at what they will tell you. They're called nosy neighbors for a reason. And it's not because they're necessarily nosy, some are, but it's because as a neighbor, if you have a vacant house, you know. People are out talking about it. What's going on with that? Is there a divorce? Did someone die? What happened there? And people start to know. And usually someone right close to there, within a house or two, knows how to get a hold of that person, because your neighbors probably know how to get a hold of you, don't they? So you want to find that neighbor and say, can you give that person my card, or can you get me their number? I want to see if they're open to selling the house. And that's one way you can find motivated sellers. Actually, that was a lot of ways to find motivated sellers, by just using the driving for dollars method, getting out, being friendly and smiling, and open your yapper to make some money. That's all you have to do. Let's talk about how to work with wholesalers. If you don't want to talk to anybody and you want someone else to negotiate the deal for you, you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay a little bit more. But there are people whose career it is to go out and find off-market deals, negotiate, put them under contract, then sell that contract to you. So every time you see a We Buy Houses sign around town, which you should have your own We Buy Houses signs out, by the way, but when you see a We Buy Houses sign, I want you to call that number, introduce yourself as someone that's looking to buy properties and see what they have for sale. That's a great way to buy off-market deals. Next thing I want you to do is to build a referral network. Now stay with me. This is key and this is crucial. Build a referral network of people that are going to be around houses that are most likely going to go up for sale very soon. Watch this. A clean-out company. Clean-out companies are usually called in right before a house goes on the market. Even a real estate agent. They're called to list a house before someone wants to sell it, right? They call and say, come talk to me. It's not in the market yet. I want to hear what you have to say. Maybe a dumpster company. Maybe an estate sale company. They're called in to sell off all the valuable assets in a house after a death. Maybe you talk to a divorce lawyer and say, look, every time you have a property come up in one of your divorce cases, would you think about me? If you offer to pay these people a $2,000 referral fee if they bring you a deal, do you know what you just built? A referral network of people that'll bring you off-market deals that nobody else has ever heard of because they haven't told anybody they're selling yet. They are calling to do things pre-sale for their own business. And if you offer to pay them $2,000, only if you buy that lead that they give you, they're going to think about you when the time comes. Your job is to stay in touch every week, send bagels to their office, give them a text, whatever that might be, build a relationship with them, and just check in and say, do you have anything this week? And see where it goes from there. All you have to have, look, you don't have to have deals every week coming in. If you did 2 deals a year from having these simple conversations that made $50,000 each, it'd be $100,000 in income from just building relationships with people. It's not rocket science. It's not always easy, but it is really simple. Now here's a couple of ways you can spend money. And there's nothing wrong with it. I certainly do. It just depends on your appetite for how much you want to invest in your business and what you're prepared to do to make the phone ring. Direct mail, believe it or not, is still one of the top producing marketing vehicles. I laugh because I don't think I read the mail for hardly anything else. Everything's all electronic nowadays, but for some reason, in this arena, the way that we send out letters, we have check letters that go out, meaning we have a check that goes out, looks like it's in their name. That's worked for quite a while until it doesn't. We send out postcards different times. We try different marketing messages, and direct mail companies can help you with that. You're going to pay 50 or 60 cents a letter, but you have to send out thousands to get the phone to ring. Now, you have to be prepared to take the garbage calls with it, because some people get really pissed off at you when you send them a letter saying, hey, I want to buy your house. They fly off the handle and they call you every name in the book. People even come to our office in New York and say, I am not selling my house. I'm going to sue you for giving me this. And I always just go, okay, have a nice day, crazy person. The funny part is I always say to them, I have a question. When Pizza Hut sends you something to buy a pizza, do you go into Pizza Hut and fly off the handle because you're not hungry right now? Well, then throw it in the trash. Just move along, Karen. Let's move along. But you have to be prepared to take the good with the bad with direct mail. Now, do deals come in? Yes. Are you competing against other people that are doing direct mail? Yes. But it is a way to make the phone ring to you. Now, there are softwares out there that are called data aggregator softwares. PropStream is one of them that we use. We have other proprietary softwares that we give our students that we use. You can certainly learn about us online and follow our channel and learn more about that. But I will tell you this, there are softwares out there where you can tell it exactly what you're looking for and it will send direct mail right from the software, right from you, so they will call you directly or email you directly. It's really pretty powerful software the way things are getting right now. And the last thing I'll just tease you with that we teach our students is there is AI called predictive buyers now, predictive buyers. Did you know that software can go out and take data on all of the last thousands of buyers from your area over the last 10 years, and it compiles data and it finds all the things they have in common. And then it takes that data and says, based on this data, in the next 6 months, we think these people are going to sell their house. These people don't even know they're going to sell their own house yet in most cases. So we start marketing to them, and in 6 months, they're like, wow, you got a hold of me. I was thinking about that. No kidding, huh? It's amazing what AI and technology can do if you use it to your advantage. But again, these things take consistency, and I will leave you with this. You have got to be consistent if you want to buy off-market deals. The only way to do this is to be consistent. You can't just do it 1 or 2 times. You might get lucky. When I first started, I got a little bit lucky. I said, here's the house I'm looking for in this neighborhood. It's about a 4-block area. I know that you deliver mail here every day. If you see a house that looks like this, and it looks like it's going to be vacant and they might want to sell, would you please let me know? And she went to work. I told her I'll pay her $250. That's what the fee was back then. If she would find a deal for me. And she went out within 3 weeks and found a deal for me. And then a month later, found another deal for me. So I had my mail carrier go to work for me. But I was lucky with that, but I did something, right? I set the wheels in motion. Once you set the wheels in motion in your business to find off-market sellers, you just have to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And if you do, you will make money that other people will say, wow, you're great at this. And you think, no, I'm not great. I'm just consistent. So it is not about finding deals. It's really about finding the right deals. But how do you find the right deals in a sea of potential houses to buy? You look at a neighborhood and say, Glenn, all these people to drive around, these houses to look at, how do I know what to look at? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly right now, the thing you have to do to be successful is define your buy box. Once you know exactly what you're looking for, you're going to see it much clearer in your market or any market that you decide to work in. And I put together a video training that explains exactly what a buy box is and exactly how you can use it to find the best property in the best area with the most amount of profit, with the least amount of risk, and the least amount of time that you have to invest to find it because you're focused on your buy box. So click on the link, enjoy that training. It is my gift to you.